Welcome to Sewing Anastasia, and today we're going to take these jeans and we're going to turn them into this awesome pair of wide leg jeans. And we're going to use all of these pairs of jeans to create them. So goodbye skinny jeans and welcome wide legs. This upcycle is beginner friendly and it's a whole lot of fun. And you're gonna learn a lot of tips throughout it about working with denim fabrics, working with those flat felled seams, how to get everything to lay nice and flat and smooth, just how you want it. So make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video so that way you can get all of those little tips for upcycling with denims. In this upcycle, we are not going to be altering the waist or the seat of the pants. This upcycle is all about the legs. We are going to make ginormous, huge, wide leg jeans, well, as big as we can get them out of 5 pairs of pants. For this upcycle to work out, you need to get a pair of pants that you like the way they fit in your waist, your hips, and your butt. And that is going to be our base pair that we work from. So that is the first step. So I'm going to be working with this pair here as my base pair. A great place to find more pants that you can add to your base pair of pants is the thrift store. Make sure you hit them up on those sale days and you can get your jeans for like next to nothing. And you're saving the environment. It's a win-win. When you're choosing jeans for this project, think about the colors of them. So I'm keeping dark in the middle. I'm gonna add some lighter colors on the side, and then I'm gonna tie back in the dark jeans on the back and the side. It could also be really cool to find a pair of striped jeans, maybe some polka dots. I know there's all kinds of different textures out there now in the denim. So it could be really fun to just kind of go crazy and mix in a lot of those different textures. Or maybe you just wanna do one solid color, like a pair of black pants that are wide leg. That could be really cool too. Next, we're going to start cutting up the pants. So we want to cut up all the pants, just not the base pair. Just set that one to the side for now, because we need to get some fabric that we can add to that base pair of pants. I'm going to show you how to do this to one pair, and then you'll do the same thing to all the pants you're working with. So I'm going to cut below the pocket here, and I'm just going to go through both of the layers all the way to the back seam here. Now I'm going to open up the layers and just go down that seat seam. And essentially we are going to end up with a leg. So we want to get all of these legs and then we're going to set those to the side. So I'm also going to do it to the other side of the pants here. Just going to cut all the way through. And now we've got 2 legs. So now I'm going to do that to the rest of my pants. Now I've got all my pant legs. Now that we have all these pant legs, what we need to do is open them up. So I'm going to be opening up my out seam here, and this is chain stitched and serged together. You could totally seam rip this apart. I'm gonna make it so easy today, and I am just going to cut the seam apart. I'm gonna cut the seam allowance right off. So let's go ahead, open up all of these pant legs. I think for this particular upcycle, cutting off the seam allowance is just gonna be so much easier because I'm barely losing any fabric here, and I have so much fabric to work with. So I'm just going to be cutting right beyond that chain stitch, and then it's just gonna open up our pants for us. And now my pant leg is going to open right up, just like that. So this is a nice little tip. If you're upcycling and you don't want to seam rip, you can just cut the seam allowance off right beyond the seam. You do lose a little bit of fabric, but it opens right up real fast. So don't cut in the middle of the seam, just cut both pieces of the fabric off and then they open right up. Now I'm gonna open up all my legs the same way. So I have 8 pant legs opened up, and now it's time to add them to the base pair. For the base pair of pants, we are going to be seam ripping open the seams. Let me show you the easiest, quickest way to do this, and I'm gonna go over how to remove the chain stitch like that. So if you're opening up your hem, the way I want you to do this is put the seam ripper into the bottom of it, get it started a little bit, make sure you just have a few stitches, and then once you get it to go, take the little red end, put it in the bottom, give it a little push, and those stitches are just going to pop open for you. Easy peasy. Now that our rolled hem is undone, we're gonna move on to the chain stitches on the side seams. I'm gonna show you a really fast way to get this undone. We are not seam ripping all of this, but we are gonna take it apart. So we're gonna take our seam ripper and we're gonna pop a handful of these chain stitches here. The chain stitches basically look like little crochet stitches. And then once you get it started, all you need to do is pull it And it comes undone just like that. How cool is this? And we're gonna go all the way down the pant leg. Can you imagine seam ripping all that when all we had to do was just break a few stitches and pull it out? And these stitches are directional. So if you started at the bottom and you were pulling it and it wasn't working, just go up to the top of the pants, pop a few of them and pull it, and it's probably gonna start working from there. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side of my pants real quick. So now that the chain stitch is removed, we need to undo the serge that's here. My favorite way to do this is just take the seam ripper and just pop the top of it. And so if you just pop the top of it, you can just pull it and the rest of it just like unpops like right away. You don't have to undo all 3 or 4 serges that are there. Usually if you just run the seam ripper across the top of it, like really quickly, it'll just like pop right open. So I'm gonna seam rip this up all the way to the bar tack at the hips. So I've opened up the out seam and I've stopped about a 1/2 inch below the bar tack on the side seam. Now I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other pant leg. Now we're gonna sew the pant legs together that we've already opened up. So I've got a pair of light and dark for each leg. So I'm doing 2 light in the middle and then a dark on each side. So we're gonna line these up so that way the skinny ends are at the top and the bigger ends are at the bottom down here. And if you need to open up any of your seam allowances at the hem, you can go ahead and do that now. So we're gonna place the panel pant legs right sides together, starting at the top, just line everything up and then sew all the way down. And if they don't line up at the bottom, that's okay. We can even that out later. I have my sewing machine set to a straight stitch with a stitch length at 2.5, and I'm going to be using a seam allowance of 3/8 of an inch. And I'm just using a regular old straight stitch. Back stitch when you get to the end. I had a shorter piece there, so I stopped sooner. You can see I have a shorter piece there. So back stitch when you get to the end, and then figure out how you want to finish these edges so they don't fray. I'm going to serge my edges together, but you could zigzag or overcast them or use your pinking shears as well. And I'm going to sew together the rest of my panels the exact same way. So I have all the legs sewn together for one side of the pants, and I also serged my seams so they have a nice clean finish on them. So you're going to be doing the exact same thing from here on out to both legs. I'm just going to demo on one leg though. Our next step is going to be chopping off a little bit of the fabric because we want the top to be at a point so that way we can inset it really nice into that seam. Essentially what we're creating is a giant godet. So to create the godet symmetrically, I'm going to fold my panels in half. I want that seam that I created in the middle of the pant legs. That's going to be the center of my excess fabric here that we're adding, essentially the top of the godet. Make sure everything is just nice and flat so this turns out great for you. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to cut from here, so a little point here at the top, and we're gonna come all the way over to the bottom. So we're kind of like cutting off this chunk up here. I'm gonna freehand this. You can definitely get a ruler and draw a line as well. So I'm gonna start right here at the center, and I'm gonna work my way down to that bottom. There we go. And now when I open it up, we have one giant triangle. Now it's time to insert our big piece of fabric into the pants. And before you do that, you want to make sure you finish your edges. So I went ahead and serged both of those raw edges. Remember, you can also zigzag, overcast, or use your pinking shears. So we're going to start at the very top of the pants by the hips, and we're going to start with the point of the triangle. So I'm going to flip this so that way it's right sides together. So we're going to start up here at the top. And I'm going to make sure the tip of the triangle is just extending just a little bit past so I have something to work with when we're sewing. And I'm going to start pinning all the way down. If you're working with a stretch denim, just make sure you're not stretching your denim while you're pinning it together. When you get down to the bottom, if the hems don't line up, don't even worry about that right now. We can even those out later. You can add more, you can cut some off. We can make it the perfect length later. Now that I have this side pinned, I'm going to take the other side and flip it over so that way we can pin it. So now you can see I've got the tip of the godet right there, and I'm gonna make sure that the seam from the side seam of the pants is spreading open across the tip of the godet. And then we'll start pinning. And again, I've got right sides together, and I'm just gonna work my way all the way down to the hem. And now this side is all pinned up, and you can see we're gonna need to sew down this side and then down that side. So the most important sewing tip on this whole thing is right here at the top of the godet. So we wanna start sewing at the top, and when we start sewing, we take the pant leg, we fold it over to the side, and I want you to start right where the seam is. So right here, right where we left off, you know, make sure you're back stitching. We're gonna go all the way down the pant leg. And then we're gonna take that seam, the side seam of the pant, and we're gonna flip it over. And then we're gonna start right where the seam is on that godet there at the top, back stitch, and sew all the way down. Let's go sew this giant godet in. I'm so excited to see it. So I'm starting at that top point. I'm making sure that I'm back stitching. I'm using 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, and I'm just coming all the way down the first side. I've engaged my needle down button, so that way every time I stop to readjust, my needle is in the fabric. Don't forget the back stitch at the bottom. And now we're gonna turn the entire pant leg around, so that way we can start right up at the top again. And remember, this is the important part, making sure that you flipped the denim the opposite way, so that way we can start where we left off, but we're not getting that seam allowance caught in there from the pant leg of your base pair of pants. Still make sure you're back stitching. And now we're gonna sew all the way down. Get down to the bottom where they line up, add a couple back stitches, and we're done with that stitch. Look at how much fabric we added to this pant leg. We made it so wide. I'm obsessed. And I love this angled line going down across the front of the pant leg. This is gonna look so cool when we have this on. So I went ahead and sewed the other pant leg up, and now both of the godets are in the pants. Check out how cool these pant legs are looking. I am just loving the different colors in here. I'm loving the angles in here. I think they are just turning out fantastic. And to make these pants look really nice and professionally finished, I'm going to add a top stitch to the seam that we just created when we sewed that godet in. This is going to help keep our seam allowance to one direction, and it's going to reinforce the seam, making it stronger. If you don't have a top stitching thread, you can use 2 threads in 1 needle, or you can get a double-eyed needle. And I just created some tutorials on both of those. I'll put links down below in the description if that's something you want to add to your pants as well. So I'm going to be adding my top stitch on top of the seam here that I've created to reinforce it. I do have my double-eyed needle in with 2 threads. You can just use a single thread though. And I have my machine set up to a straight stitch. So we're just going to stitch down the seam allowance essentially. And your top stitch is 1/4 inch away from the seam or further. Back stitch at the bottom. Let's do the same thing to the other leg. We now have our top stitch on that seam, making everything look nice and flat. We're just one step away from being finished and trying these on. We need to hem the pants. And because they flare out, kind of make this circle shape on the side, we need to make sure we're creating a curved hem. Otherwise, if you cut it straight across, your pants, when they hang, are going to be longer on the right and the left side. To make this turn out great, I suggest trying them on and pin at the floor so everything's nice and level, and then you can see a nice line of pins there. And then when you take it off, you're going to see where you need to connect all the dots to even out your hem, and you're going to notice it's not straight. So I tried the pants on, I put some pins in the bottom where I want my hem to be. So now I need to connect these dots. So I'm going to start over here where I want my inseam to be, and we're going to work all the way over. And throughout this process, you're going to notice that your hem's going to end up curved. And that's because our godet that we sewed into here is a curve at the bottom. Think of it like a circle skirt. You're sewing into your pants, and when it drapes down while you're wearing it, it's nice and even, but when it spreads out, it's a circle. Now that I have my hem line chalked out, I'm gonna cut that off. And I'm just cutting through one layer because you only wanna do one side at a time to make sure everything turns out nice and flat. There we go. Look at how much better that is looking already. So I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing to the back of the pant leg. So I've evened out both sides of the hem for the pant legs, and now it's time to sew it up. For these pants, I'm going to serge my edge, and I'm just going to fold it up about 3/8 of an inch and stitch it down. So I don't really want to hem these a lot, so I'm just going to do a minimal little hem. You could add a bunch of different types of hems to these, so whatever you like. You could add a rolled hem, a blind hem, hem tape, whatever suits your fancy. I hemmed up the pants and they're looking fantastic. So we got that little stitch on the outside, and then we've got the serge here on the inside. We're done. We did it. We transformed 5 pairs of skinny pants into one. Let's take a look at them and try them on. So you can really see where we added our additional pants, all the additional flare that we got out of those pants. So cool. We are going to have the coolest big legs, and when we wear them, they drape down, and then we get these really cool diagonal lines happening while we're wearing them. And they look great on too. I'm so happy with how they turned out. I love how they went from the skinnies to the super wide legs. So hopefully throughout the process of creating these pants, you've taken away some skills and some knowledge and things that you can use to apply to your own upcycles. Maybe you just want to add 1 extra pair of pants to the side and not 2, just a little bit bigger, not super big. You can really have a lot of fun with this process, upcycling and transforming your pants by adding the godets up the side of them. And as you can see, this process wasn't hard at all. So I hope you give this creative upcycle a try and inject some of your own creativity into it. And I would love to see your projects. So make sure you tag me in them or send them on over. I'd love to know if you're going to try out this upcycle and what your takeaway is from this video and how you're going to apply it to your project. Leave it down below in the comments. And if there's any upcycle videos you would like to see, leave that down below in the comments as well. If you enjoyed the video today, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when the new videos come out. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for watching today. These videos are for you guys. And if you want to learn more about sewing, make sure you check out the online and in-person sewing classes along with the online sewing club. And if you want to know what's going on in the studio right now, make sure you check out my Instagram stories. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye!